So now let's talk about the apps, which apps we should install onto our store, which apps I recommend in 2019, 2020, and beyond. And there's a lot of amazing apps. I mean, the App Store in Shopify has grown and continues to grow a lot. So that's why there's always new apps coming out that do things better. So there's a lot of free ones, there's a lot of paid ones, but the paid ones, usually, especially the ones that I recommend you, they will pay off themselves way more, and they'll make you way more profit. So if you go to visit Shopify App Store here, we're going to start with the order lookup app, and that app allows us to install like an order lookup onto our store, which is great because if we're having our supplier ship the order, or if we're doing like fulfillment centers, which we'll talk about later, then your customer, when they get a tracking number, they can just go onto your website, and then they can go at the top, and there's going to be like an order lookup number, so order lookup page. So if we go to order lookup, and we type that in here, and then we're going to click on order lookup here. This one has a 7-day free trial. Let's click on the Add App here. All right, and then you want to click on Install App. Here you want to click on Start Free Trial. So now we have Order Lookup installed. You want to go and make sure that you click on Yes, please verify my store, and their team is going to go and verify your store. So after that, we're going to go and actually add this to our menu. But first, let's continue adding apps that we're going to need. So the next app we're going to need is Help Center, and Help Center is basically just an FAQ app. So it's going to allow us to have a nice looking frequently asked questions section on our page. Let's go to Help Center or the App Store, and then we're going to go to Help Center here. And then here we're going to click on Add App, click on Install App. And this app allows us to create a nice looking FAQ section. If we go and look at our competition, we go to their menu page, we see that they have a questions and answers page. So you can see all of the questions, all of the frequently asked questions that they usually get. And this is perfect because we can just go and basically have our own answers to these questions, and we already know the questions that we have to put. So for example, the first question would be, so how does it work? So if we go here and then we click on add new section, and then here we're just going to put like questions and answers, add section, and then here new article, and then here we're going to put so how does it work, right? And then you're just going to put in like the actual answer to the question. So in this case, how does it work? It's saying that the handset uses IPL, so you just put that in there. So for example, here we're just going to put the glowy skin handset uses advanced IPL technology, right? So add article, there you go. And then if we go and click on preview page, we can see how it looks on our store right now. So you can see it actually looks pretty good, even just the way that we have it installed, but obviously you can make it look way better. Now another great app is Luke's Reviews, and this one allows us to have picture reviews on our page. And actually, this lets you write your own reviews at the very beginning, and that's what I usually do, because at the beginning you don't have any social proof, you don't have any, what social proof is basically like other people that are posting reviews, your customers that are posting reviews on your product, and so that's why it's difficult to actually start selling at the beginning. But this lets you actually post your own reviews. You can go and download like an Excel sheet, and you can fill in some reviews, maybe from your previous customers or from friends and family. You can just go put in like some names, some reviews, you can write your own, and then click Add App here. And then this is going to cost $10 a month after the 14-day free trial. And then here it's asking us the plan. You can either do basic or growth. For now, we're going to do basic, and you can always upgrade it later. And now we're in the Luke's dashboard, so you can go to settings here, you can change the language, you can change a lot of different settings here. And so there's actually a review request email that goes out as well, but I like to have that as part of my email marketing, which I'm going to talk about. There's going to be a section in this video on email marketing and how to get a good email sequence set up so that you can get abandoned carts recovered, and so you can also start getting reviews on your page automatically. And here you can see like orders, you can import your reviews like I said. So here are the instructions that what you need to do to import, and you would do import from a spreadsheet if you don't have any reviews yet and you want to write your own just to get the thing going. Now the next app we want to install is called SMS Bump. This one is amazing, and this one actually lets you send out automatic texts to potential customers. So let's say someone goes on your sales page and they don't buy, you can just go and this app will go and send them a text saying, hey, come back to the store, to the page, here's like a 20% off coupon. And that's worked insanely for me. I've had like a 9,000% return on investment just using this app. So super recommend this app. It's really great. So once you're in SMS Bump, you have to put in your phone number and your email. And once we did that, just hit skip here. And I'm going to show you later on in this video how to actually get this one set up. This is an extremely powerful app, and I recommend every single one of you to install this, as you'll be able to get so many more sales and make so much more profit on autopilot just with this app. So whoever made this app, you're amazing, because you're literally changing the Shopify game. Now the next app we're going to install is called Klaviyo, and this one is our email marketing app. So if we go here, and type in Klaviyo. This is the email marketing app that I like to use, and they have monthly plans as well, so just click Add App. Usually these are free to install, and then as soon as you actually start doing volume with them, then they're actually going to cost money. So at that moment, you're actually going to start making sales, hopefully, so by that time, you're not just going to be charged for apps. So there's going to be a whole section on email marketing as well in this video. Now, a few other apps that you can check out. Recart is a great app. This one is basically just like SMS Bump and the Klaviyo app, which is email marketing and then SMS. This one, except one difference is Facebook Messenger marketing. So basically, this will allow you to go and set up sequences that hit them in their Facebook messages. And these are known to have way higher open rates, which means people look at them way more than just emails. So if you're hitting them from Facebook Messenger, from email, and from SMS, it's huge. Like you're going to make so much more money doing this. So I recommend you install Recart as well. So here we're going to click Install Recart. And here it's going to ask you for your email as well. So make sure to use your store email. So here we're going to put glowySkinStore@gmail.com. And then you can like CC somebody. And then for phone number, I put in my phone number there. And then you can connect a Facebook page. So we're going to get into actually setting up your social media later on. For now, we're going to hit skip. And then here it's going to offer you to start like doing customer chat and things like that. We're going to also cover this later on in this video. So we'll just skip, go to dashboard. And here you can set up things like an abandoned cart sequence, which is huge. And you can also set up a sequence with Looks with the review app. So imagine if you like somebody bought the one of your products, and then in their Facebook messages, they get an automatic message from your page saying, hey, please leave us a review or whatever. They're obviously going to go, and there's a much higher chance they're going to go and leave you a review. And the more reviews you have, the more social proof you have, which means the more sales you make. So if you're hitting them from every single angle, omnipresence is the key to winning in the 21st century with e-commerce. Omnipresence with social media, e-commerce are the two biggest forces in our generation today, as well as the internet. So that's why this is huge. Now, some other apps that we can try out are Zipify. There's two Zipifys. There's Zipify Pages and Zipify One-Click Upsell. The One-Click Upsell one is not on here, but I actually used Zipify Pages and One-Click Upsell, and they're great. And what they let you do is they let you kind of set up like a sales funnel for your page. Now, I'm not really a fan of like setting up funnels for the page. It looks really clickbaity, and to be honest with you, I like having a clean product page. I like to make sure that I actually make my product page like super nice, just like Hey Silky Skin made their product page. So if we go here, we can see they're not using any kind of funnels, right? It's just a product page with some beautiful pictures. This is a scrolling social proof thing they have. And then if we go down, this is Luke's as well. And another great way to figure out the exact apps that your competitor is using, and by the way, this is gold. Like nobody else will teach you this. And so I'm so happy you're here. So if you go here and type in apps, right? So right here, they have a currency app installed from Bold. And that app is actually called, I forgot exactly what it's called, but here, if you go to search, it's by Bold, so Bold Currency. You'll be able to find it here. So Bold multi-currency, there you go. So this is a currency converter. So it's an automatic currency converter. And basically, if someone comes from Canada, it'll be in Canadian dollars. Someone comes from US, it's US dollars. Someone comes from Europe, it's in euros. So I also recommend installing this one if you're going to be selling internationally. And then here you can see like every app that they have. So they also have easy location. I'm not really sure what that is here. So we go to easy location. Let me take a look at that. All right, so this one is an automatic geo-IP redirect app. So basically, this redirects the user to the appropriate store language on your page. So for example, this would be great if, let's say, I'm selling in, France, Spain, and USA. If someone comes from France and I have a French version of my store, I would redirect them to the FR page of my store. So it's really, really great as well. So this is huge. I mean, you can see all of the apps that they have. Right, so sometimes it's a little complicated, like down here, but if we keep going down, we can see there's like different sections for different apps that they have. They have something by Lemoni Apps. I'm not sure what that is here, but this is a crazy hack that I discovered myself, and I've honestly used this on all my competitors, and I've gotten amazing ideas just using that. So they're using Discount Ninja, it looks like. It looks like some kind of a permanent discount app. So we can try out Discount Ninja. Let's see if that's an app here. There you go. So this basically is an automatic discount app, and also you can do like multiple coupons. The one that I like using is called Discounted Upsell, and this is the one that I have the most experience with. This basically, you can like set up automatic discounts. So let's say if someone buys 2 of our handsets, then they can get a deal for like, let's say $399 instead of having to pay, $440 or $50 or whatever that would be, right? So we're gonna go and add that to our store. So now we're installing Discounted Upsell, and basically at this point we have all of our apps that we want installed here. So here you can actually generate an auto upsell. So in this case, we can search upsell products. So there you go, that's our product. And then we're gonna hit continue to step 2. This is how you set up a discount. So for example, do you wanna improve conversions by applying a discount? So we're actually gonna talk about this later. For now, we're just gonna hit save, and we'll go back to the App Store. Now, if you want to actually go and use the old way of copying and pasting products from AliExpress, you would need Oberlo. So we will install Oberlo just so I can show you how to use it in this video. Although this is not branded dropshipping, you're basically just copying and pasting. And like I said, this method doesn't really work that well. But hey, if you want to do it, I'm going to show you how to do it anyway. So we're going to go and install it. All right, so now we're going to go and add some menu bars at the top of our page. So if we go to our actual website, glowyskinco.com, this is what our page looks like right now. So it's very, very basic. There's nothing really on here. And we also added a product, but you can see that we don't have anything up here. So now we actually have to add our menu bars. So for that, we go to Online Store, and then we go to Navigation. And then here for the main menu, we click on Main Menu. And then here, we're going to add our menu items. So for this, I recommend looking at your competitor again and just getting inspiration, seeing what kind of menu options they have. So like I said, don't copy them, change things up, be unique, right? It's not about copying, it's about adding value. But just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to make this quick. So we're just going to do this like shop handset. And then one thing I forgot is that we actually have to add pages to point our menu bars to. So right here, for example, shop handset, we already have a page for that. That's the product page. So we're going to have to put a review page here. So reviews, we're going to put save. And then we're going to do the same thing for our money back guarantee. So I think they just have basic text here for their money back guarantee. So if we go back here, add page, and then let's say like lifetime warranty plus guarantee, save. And then let's see what else we can put here. Shipping details would be great. All right, so order lookup, we already have that, so shipping details. And then for the order lookup, I actually want to rename this to track your order. So for that, we just go here and then type in track your order, hit save. And for the contact form, we're actually going to use an app called Easy Contact Form. Let's just go ahead and add that app here. So don't worry about like the, after the free trials, you have to pay for the apps. Like I said, within a few weeks, you're going to be able to start selling your product, and you're going to be able to start running some ads. We're going to get into here soon. So don't worry about that too much. You want to have an abundance mentality, and trust me, like when you start running those ads, you're still going to get those sales coming in, and those are going to pay for way more than your apps. And the apps are just a fixed expense. Like it's just something that you have to pay. So there you go. We're going to click Install App. And now that we have our pages that we need, we can go back to navigation, go to main menu, just like we did, and then we can start creating some menu buttons here. So add menu item, and then for menu item, we're going to put, for example, the contact us, and the link would be pages, and then contact us. There you go. Menu item would be, for example, shop handset. That would be products. There you go, so you point that to the product. So it's very, very simple. Shopify makes it very simple, although Shopify is limited in functionality, which you'll discover. Like you're not going to be able to perfectly, make sure that your pictures are showing up perfectly on mobile and things like that. And that's where custom coding comes in, which I'll also talk about here later on towards the end here. So a few of the others of these would be like the lifetime warranty. So for that, we're going to do pages and then lifetime warranty plus guarantee. So if we hit save for now, you can see we can go back to our page here, so glowyskinco.com. So boom, now we have some menu buttons, and you can change the order of these as well. So shop handset, I want that first, and then lifetime warranty, I want that before. And you hit save, and then if we go back here and we refresh, we click on the refresh button, we can see that now everything is working fine. And then we even have the review app at the bottom here. We don't have any reviews. Once you import your reviews, you'll be able to see that they go down here. All right, so now that we've talked about apps, we've talked about actually creating your Shopify store and just, the basic design of it, your menu bars, right? So I hope you're following along. There is a lot of information in this video, but trust me, this will change your life. And this is the new way of really, becoming successful with Shopify and e-commerce and cashing in on this amazing trend right here in the world. Now, from this point on, we're going to get into the technical stuff here. So there's a lot of technical stuff we actually need to do. And so I'm going to get into every single part of that. And the first thing we're going to start with is actually the domain name. So as you can see, my store is already on a domain. So glowyskinco.com. Every time you go on that, it's already on the domain. But when you actually create your Shopify store, it's not going to be by default that way. And so for that, we have to go to online store over here and then domains. And once we go to domains, here's where you go and connect your domain after you've purchased a domain. Now, you can either buy your domain here. What I recommend is you go on google.domains like we did. And so once you're on here, just go ahead and type in your domain. So for example, if we're looking for like barbecue pro, let's just say, right? Get it? And so here we can see barbecuepro.com is taken. So what about barbecue pro store? Right, so you can see, oh, even that's taken. So for example, BBQ Pro store, you can try that. Okay, so .store is available. So you really sometimes have to like dig deep. If a domain is taken, for example, barbecueprostore.com, let's take a look who owns it. And sometimes they're for sale, so this one's not for sale, but sometimes it says it's for sale, and maybe then you can buy it. But I don't recommend spending more than like $20, $30, $50 for a domain, because you really don't need to. And you know, even though the .com domain is always the best, you can always have like, you know, barbecuepro store.com, barbecueproco.com, right? So later on, once you have more money, you can actually go and buy a more expensive domain if you want. And so the second domain provider I recommend is GoDaddy. This one also is great, and this one has a little bit lower upfront, but then in 1 year, you have to pay a little bit more. But it's the same way. You just go and type in the store name and then hit enter, and then it's going to find domains for you. And another one that works is namecheap.com. If you go to Namecheap, it's really, really great. And they're a little bit cheaper, I think, in the long run. So the 3 of these are great. Now, the rest of them, to be honest with you, I wouldn't use anything else other than these. These are more than enough. And if you use like GoDaddy, they make it really easy as well to connect your domains. So here, if you click on connect existing domain, and you can see mine is from GoDaddy here. Actually, it's very simple. There's going to be a way for you to like, you just literally click through buttons, and then GoDaddy automatically connects your domain to Shopify. And if not, then you just have to go, and it shows you a step-by-step guide to how to actually connect your domain. So once you've set up your domain, now we're going to go down here and click on preferences. And once we're up here, now we're going to want to put in a homepage title, and we're going to want to fill in all this stuff here. So for a homepage, if you don't know what to put here, like I said, just get inspiration from a competitor. So if you go to heysilkyskin.com, this is their homepage title at the top here. So it's DIY at home laser hair removal. So in this case, we're going to put in like glowy skin, premium laser hair removal, and that's pretty much it. And then for meta description, you want to put in as many keywords as possible in here. This is the description that's going to pop up on Google when your store shows up on search engines. So you don't want to make it like glowy skin, premium hair. You want to make sure that it actually, you know, makes sense, but it has a lot of keywords in there. So for example, the best DIY premium advanced or like laser hair removal devices available on the market today. And then more keywords would be, for example, like remove hair easily and automatically from the comfort of your own home, right? So there's enough keywords in here. And then for Google Analytics, this will allow us to track a lot of stuff on our store. Google Analytics is really, really powerful, and that will let you basically see like how long visitors are staying on your store and things like that, and you can generate reports. So let's go and set that up right now. So you're going to go on Google, you're going to type in Google Analytics, and then click here. And then once you sign into your Google account for your store, now it's going to tell you to sign up for Google Analytics, so click sign up. And then here for our account name, we're going to put in glowy skin. And then we're just going to leave this all on. Let's give Google all of our data. I mean, we're using their product for free, so why not? And then what do you want to measure? Just web. Hit next. For website name, glowy skin or your store name. Website URL, HTTPS. You want to make sure it's always HTTPS. There you go. Industry category. We're going to put in like, let's see here, retail. Retail would be good. So if you can't find yours, just like beauty and fitness is fine. For industry category, we're going to scroll down and hit shopping. And then for time zone, we're going to put in our time zone here. So in my case, it's New York time. Hit create. And then accept everything, accept everything. And now you have your Google Analytics account. So you can go into here, and then once you've actually installed this into the store, you can go in here and it will tell you a lot of useful information about people that go onto your website and about your customers. So right here, it's going to give you this global site tag. So you just go here, you right click, and then you copy that, and then you go here and you paste it here. And so that's what it's going to look like. And so, boom, there you go. And for Facebook Pixel ID, I already have mine installed, but this is very important. What a Facebook Pixel is once you're running your Facebook ads, there is something called a Facebook Pixel, which is basically like an automatic robot that automatically learns from every single action that a potential visitor or customer takes on your page. So if someone goes, responds to your ad, they click on your ad, and then they click on, for example, a menu page on your website, and then they leave, your Pixel learns that. Or if someone adds to cart, your Pixel learns that, and so the more data your Facebook Pixel has, the better your ads perform, because you can go and create lookalike audiences and you can create just way better ads over time. So for the Facebook pixel, we're going to install that later, and you just have to put in your ID here if you already know how to do that. If not, I'll show you that in the Facebook ads section. And then for password protection, you want to disable the password and then just basically hit save. Now, if we go to blog posts, you can actually write up some blog posts if you want. For example, Hey Silky Skin has 0 blog posts, and to be honest with you, I've never written a blog post, but I mean, theoretically, it could help you out with your search engine, like SEO. Let's say if you have a store running, and let's see if like BlendJet, which is a store, let's see if they have any blog posts. I'm pretty sure they do, but it can theoretically help you with your ranking on Google. So let me see here. I don't think they actually have any blog posts, it looks like tips, if we go to tips here. So they just have pages here. So that's what I'd recommend instead, to be honest. This looks way better. And like, no one really cares about a blog of a store. This is not 2001 or 1996. So for that, I'd recommend you just skip it unless you really want to write a blog post. And then the next part we're going to talk about is their actual settings of the store. So the first thing we're going to do is payment providers. We're going to set up our payment providers. And the 2 payment providers that you absolutely need on your store are PayPal and Shopify Payments, or Stripe if you don't have access to Shopify Payments in your country. So to install Shopify Payments, just go to Activate Shopify Payments, and then it's going to walk you through a step-by-step process here to install everything. And here it's going to walk you through a step-by-step process of installing everything. So if you don't have an LLC or a corporation, here choose individual or sole proprietorship, put in your address and then your city and your postal code. So that would be your house. If you have a business, here you'd put in corporation, and then you'd put in the legal business name. And then for your personal details, you'd put in your personal details, hit next, and it's going to ask you for a bank account. So you want to put in the bank account that you want to have the money deposited into for your account. And then the same thing with PayPal. Just go through the PayPal prompts when you're installing PayPal, and make sure that you set up a separate PayPal for your store. Just go on paypal.com first, and then when you're here, hit sign up. And then here you want to click on business. So sign up for business, and then that's pretty much it. Because if you sign up for a personal one, you can at the beginning, but later on, they're going to ask you to transfer it to a business account anyway. So if you have a corporation, do business. If you don't have a corporation yet, you can do personal. And very important, by the way, when you're actually installing Shopify Payments or Stripe, scroll down here and make sure that your transit number, institution number, account number, that's all correct. That's your bank account. So your bank country, US or Canada, or whichever one you're living in. And then for the billing statement, this is what shows up on your customer's credit card information or their credit card bill. So that's why I want to make sure it's very clear. So for this, I would put in glowy skin. That'd be fine. And then for a phone number, you want to put in a customer service phone number. So either your phone number, or if you don't want to get a bunch of calls, just put in like a fake phone number for now. And then later on, when you actually have a support system in place, then you can change this. So now we're going to click on checkout, and we're going to customize the checkout options here. So for customer accounts, here it says just if you want to prompt your customer to create an account when they check out. So accounts are disabled. There's no need, in my opinion. Customer contact, and then here, choose which contact methods your customers can use to check out. So click on this one, either the phone number or email. You have to choose this option if you want SMS Bump to work, which is the app that we installed that follows up with them with the SMS Bump app. So if we go down, customers can download the Arrive app from their order status page. That's fine. Form options require first and last name. Company name is hidden. Address line 2 is optional. Shipping address phone number is hidden. And then if we go down, while the customer is checking out, use the shipping address as billing address by default, and then enable address auto-completion. After an order has been paid, do not automatically fulfill, because we're going to fulfill them on our own. And then after an order has been fulfilled and paid, automatically archive the order. And then down here, pre-select the sign-up option. So that way, we're going to automatically build our email list when people are actually going through our store and signing up. For our abandoned checkout emails, I don't like to use the Shopify default checkout emails, so we're going to turn that off. And then for this, that's pretty much it for now. It's because we're using Klaviyo instead for this, and I'm going to talk about how to use that later. Now, if we go back, you want to click on billing, and there you want to choose your Shopify plan. So the different Shopify plans I'm going to show you here. If we go to Shopify plans, right here, Shopify pricing, we're going to be able to see the different plans. So right now you're on the trial, but you can go and easily convert to the $29 a month plan. You're going to need to do that anyway by the end of your trial if you want to keep your store. And it's cheap. It's, you don't have to pay hundreds of dollars per month. So it's $29 a month. And then you only need to really upgrade to the higher plans once you're doing a lot of sales. And I recommend once you're doing a lot of sales to make sure that you're actually understanding the fact that, the transaction rates are different. This is very, very important, and not a lot of people talk about this. If you are, let's say, doing 10,000 orders a month, this one might actually be more expensive than this one because of the rate per transaction. And in that case, you want to go and type in on Google Shopify transaction calculator fees. It's something like that right here. And if we go here, you can go and type in your monthly revenue. So, let's say my monthly revenue is $50,000. Shopify payments, yes. And then I want to pay monthly, right? I want to pay for a monthly plan. This actually shows us that the middle Shopify plan is $100 cheaper than the rest of them. And let's say if we do $10,000 a month, then it shows us that this one is cheaper. If we do $200,000 a month, then this one is significantly cheaper. And so that's why you want to use this calculator, and it really helps you, especially once you get to these crazy numbers, 100,000, 200,000. Isn't that crazy, by the way? But for someone who's just starting out, that might sound crazy. But trust me, it's possible, and it's not something that is really that crazy in the e-commerce world today. Now in plan and permissions, that's where you actually go and choose your plan. So you go and choose your plan there. Here you can add staff accounts in case you're hiring coders, which I'll talk about here in a second too. And one more thing, very, very important, is shipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on shipping. So once you're in here, you're gonna be able to add shipping zones. Right above this is your shipping origin, and that's gonna be the address that you entered for your business when you signed up for Shopify. Now for that actually doesn't really matter because we're having our supplier fulfill our orders, and I'm gonna show you how to download those orders in a second here too. First, we have to set up our shipping zones. So let's click on add shipping zone. And this is very important because if you want the shipping costs to accurately work on the page, then you want to make sure that people aren't getting overcharged for shipping, or you're not just getting people to do free shipping, right? Unless you want to do free shipping or it's a common thing in your niche, I don't recommend doing free shipping. If you have a lower priced product, definitely charge shipping. If at our price level we're doing like $230, then we can do free shipping. Let's take a look at what our main competitor is doing. I'm pretty sure they have free shipping here, free to 1 to 3 day express shipping, but that's because it is so much more expensive to buy, so we're making a high profit margin anyway. But here I'm going to show you, let's say we wanted to do like a $10 shipping per, for 1 unit, $20 shipping for 2 units, $30 shipping for 3 units. That way I'm going to show you how to actually set this up, right? For free shipping, you would just go here and you would add a rate right here, free shipping, because your customer will see that. And you can call this anything you want. Your customer will actually see this at the checkout page, so you want to make it actually look good. So free shipping, and then here you just would hit free shipping, and then hit done, and that's it. That's all you have to do for free shipping. And for the zone name, you would just do worldwide. Manage, you would do rest of world, and then basically that's it. That's all you got to do. But let's set up our shipping zones so that they're correct for a, let's say, theoretical $10 for 1 unit, $20 for 2 units, $30 for 3. So zone name, we'll do United States. All right, so actually here we'll call it shipping to USA. Countries and regions, we'll do United States. So you want to select these and then hit save. And then we're going to want to choose a weight-based rate. So remember how we selected our weight for one of our handsets to be 100 grams? So that's why if 1 unit is 100 grams and 2 units is 200 grams, that means that from 0 all the way up to, this is in kg, I guess, so all the way up to 0.19 would be a $10 shipping cost. So we're going to call this Express USA shipping. All right, and theoretically you can even put like 2 or 3 day shipping, but obviously don't lie because then your store will get shut down really quick. And then for a rate, we'll do $10, hit done, and then calculate a rate, we're going to skip that. And then you want to add another weight-based rate. And then from here for 2 units, here Express USA shipping, it would be 2.0 or 0.2 kilograms all the way up to 0.29. It would be a $20 shipping rate. Done. And then for a $30 shipping rate, it would be the same. So Express USA shipping, 0.30 to 0.39 and $30. Right. So that's the best way that I found to actually do this. And we hit save. So there you go. Now, if we want to go back to our shipping zones, here you can continue setting the price for United States shipping. What I usually do if I charge shipping, I have a shipping rate set for the United States. So it'd be like $10 for 1, $20 for 2, $30 for 3. And then I would have a shipping rate for Canada. So I'd add another shipping zone. And then I would put like shipping to Canada. Right, and then I would redo this whole part again. So countries and regions, we do Canada. Because it actually costs different to ship to Canada as it does to the United States. So there you go. I would repeat the weight-based rates, and I would also do this for Europe. So I would just go here. I would click Manage, and I would click on Europe. So we can't do Europe. So we'd have to choose like every country. So France, Spain. Typically, it would actually be like the e-packet countries. So if you go and type in e-packet countries on Google, these countries have just better shipping agreements. So here you can see like Austria, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, France, then it'd be like Norway, Sweden. So if you click here, all right, You can see all the European countries here, and then you can just go back here and then select them. And then eventually you would have this all filled out and proper, and so then the shipping would actually work. But like I said, if it's free shipping, you don't have to do any of this, and you just do the free shipping zone.